Los Escobar, sponsored by Kingfisher and presented by Acessories Nepal ANX. Our wardrobe partner, Next Generation Fashion, Pure Styling partner, A7 Cure and Beauty Studio, makeup partner, Lashes Makeup, creative design partner, ARK Media Creating, media partner, Mero Television, media partner, Capture, supporting partner, Nepal Music, TV partner, News Television and Mero Television, along with our supporting partner, Caliber Shoes. So ladies and gentlemen, today with us we have very special guest with us, our chief guest, Rajbhai Swal. He is the chief photographer and managing director of Creative Studio Private Limited, Multidevi. He is a member of Photographic Society of India, Mumbai, founder secretary of Keshav Youth Club and official photographer of Miss Nepal since 1997. He is into photography from 32 years and is still continuing. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause for our chief guest, Mr. Rajbhai Swal. Then also, please ladies, please hold your heart because our next chief guest, the gentleman is going to steal everyone's heart. He is the first winner of Manhunt Nepal. Each and every gentleman from small to big age take him as an inspiration. He is a choreographer, producer, actor of one-man army, Mr. Prashant Tamrakar. So ladies and gentlemen, let us all give it up for our chief guest, Mr. Rajbhai Swal and Prashant Tamrakar. So now we move on to our very first sequence. So sequence na jaan bhanda agadi I'd like to ask you guys, what do you feel of our fashion industry? Kasto lagiraheko छ?
Really different, एकदम राम्रो हेर्दा पनि मजा आइरहेछ किनभने मैले त अब हुन्छ नि अझै देखेको थिएँ नि ब्युटी जुन आज सोनियासँग अहिले म देख्दैछु एकदम राम्रो आइरहेछ तिमीलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्यो?
I am absolutely loving this journey. एकदम रमाइलो आइरहेछ. I've been looking at all the models from the very first day. They are learning so well. एकदम मजाले body roll भएको छ, how to walk, how to pose, and all the credit definitely goes to our fashion guru, Sonya Guru. So ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any more time, now here we present to you our very first sequence, which is happening for the very first time in the Nepali fashion industry. It is glowing dark, a very special sequence, and our models are Ashna Mogar, Lisa Naurkoti, Anjali Thapa, and Bhavana Banjara. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome all our beautiful models for the very first sequence, Glowing Dark. and gentlemen, it was our first sequence from the beautiful ladies in glowing dark. And one more time, we present to you our beautiful ladies of glowing dark. Our first sequence. Kasto lagi yahanलाई? Definitely, we all love the first sequence. Hereby, once again, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to NX Presents Sonya's Runway. Sponsored by Kingfisher and presented by Acessories Nepal. Powered by Escobar. Water partner NGF. Hairstyling partner is David Cure and Beauty Studio. Makeup partner Lashes Makeup. Creative design partner ARK Media Creative. Media partner Miracle Television and Capture, supporting partner Nepal Music, TV partner Evidence Television, and supporting partner Caliber Shoes. So I see a lot of people getting really excited for the next sequence. Viewers, what do you say? Next sequence go ahead. Do you guys want to wait or we need you to continue the second sequence? Yeah, I'll do whatever you say. Keep on in. Next sequence, move on, go to let's take a break for a little minute. Keep going. Move on. Definitely. So, okay, we agree to you, sir. And here we present to you our next sequence. And the sequence is, the next sequence is next generation fashion two-way dressing. And the beautiful models in the sequence are Driya Maharzan, Marina Limbu, Rabina Korbuja, Christina Bosnet Samprada, Lamichane, Paul Pasha Shrestha, Varsha Bandari, and Ira Shrestha. So all these gorgeous ladies right here will be wearing a creation from next generation fashion. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we move to the second sequence of ANX Presents Sonya's Runway. gentlemen, that was the second sequence from Sonya's runway. So Sonya's runway ko second sequence ko models when I was looking at Rivas, he could not take his eyes off the models. So how did that happen, Rivas?
किनभने अब घरमा बस्दै मान्छे अगाडि ग्लास जस्तो अगाडि सबै मोडलहरू हेर्दा अलिक गाह्रो भयो एकदम राम्रो लाग्यो हाउ यु गाइज फिलिङ हजुरहरूलाई कस्तो लाग्यो सबैजना सकमा हुनुहुन्छ त्यही भएर के भन्नुभयो एकदम रमाइलो लाग्यो
Definitely shock मा छ सबैजना इभन म पनि shock मा छु एकचोटि हेरिहाल्छु के रहेछ सेड्युलमा यसपछि प्लिज क्यान यु हेल्प मी आउट म सक गराइदिन सक्दिनँ
So I guess we have a token of love, right?
Okay, yes, I think so. So, we move on to our very important part of acknowledging our chief guest in the very first form. So, I'd like to invite on stage our owner of Los Escobar, Mr. Abhaya Rana, to please come up on the stage. He will be providing token of love to our special guest, our chief guest for today's event. Mr. Abhaya Rana, please come up on the stage. Over here we have my dear please.
हजुर पनि मोडल भन्नुपर्ने हो हजुर एकदम सानो
So first, ma'am, we'd like to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Rajbhai Swal, to come upon the stage to receive token of love from Sonya's runway. He is a chief photographer and managing director of Creativity Studio Private Limited, Multidevi. He is a member of Photographic Society of India, Mumbai, founder secretary of Kafle Youth Club, and official photographer of Miss Nepal since 1997. He is in the photography for 22 years and is still motivated, so we are very glad that he's come upon today's event to grace us. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let us all welcome our chief guest for today's event, Mr. Rajbhai Swal. So yes, on the stage we have our founder of Los Escobar, Mr. Abhaya Rana, and our chief guest for today's event, Mr. Rajbhai Swal. Thank you so much for blessing us today's event with your presence. And Sonya's runway would definitely not have been completed without support. Thank you so much. Okay, as we have Rajbhai Swal with us, definitely you've been looking the fashion industry since a very long time. As a Sonya's runway ko barema ke bhandinuhoस् न.
Hello guys. So I'm really excited and दुईटा सिक्वेन्स हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै राम्रो लागिरहेछ. So जति मेहनत चाहिँ सोनियाले गरेको छ त्यो मेहनत चाहिँ आज देखिरहेको छ. होप अब सोनियाको फ्युचर पनि राम्रो होस्. Love you Sonya.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Hazur.
So now I would like to call Prem. He's the winner of the Manhunt Nepal, and he's our really handsome gentleman. He's choreographer and producer, actor, and one of the army. Prem. Welcome him.
So ladies, ko cha already high side because one of the friend So here on the stage we have Mr. Prashant with us. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so two words एकदम आवाज आइरहेछ सुन्न मन लागिरहेछ प्रशान्त सरले के भन्नुहुन्छ भनेर. Okay, so definitely when he's here, how can it happen? He will definitely will let us. So, sir, please, few words.
Thank you so much. So I would like to wish all the Bishnu is especially makeup and over styling. So it's very nice. So wish you all the best and thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our chief guest, Mr. Rajbhai Swal and Mr. Mero. We are actually really overwhelmed with your presence. Thank you so much, sir. Also, thank you so much, Mr. Abhaya. Thank you so much. Okay, so now moving on, we'd like to acknowledge our supporters and sponsors. So, we move on to our next token of love.
So I would like to call from Los Escobar, Obezi, stage my dinola.
I don't know why Rivas le bola ko bola lunch Obezi la bhakar bana ko to Rivas le फेरि
Why एकदम handsome लाग्यो so अलिकति बस्न केही समस्या
And also I like to invite on stage organizer from Sonya's Runway to please be on the stage to acknowledge our supporters. Our organizer team, कृपया stage मा आइदिनु होला. Okay, so we have our handsome Bobby Shrestha from our organizing team to acknowledge our supporters. Bobby, please do the honor. Thank you so much to Escobar for being so supportive throughout our training session till finale. We are very happy for your support and definitely seek for the same support in coming days. Now we move on to our next supporter and we'd like to invite our representative from our main sponsor Kingfisher to please be on the stage. Can we have our representative from Kingfisher to please be on the stage? Our main sponsor for NX presents Sonya's Runway. Thank you so much, sir, for sponsoring our event so well. This event looked really beautiful. Thank you so much, Kingfisher. Thank you.
So for the next token of love, I would like to call from Acessories Nepal X representative Karma Wangaze. Stage by Dinobola.
Okay, so here we have our handsome Karma Wangol from Acessories Nepal. The beautiful accessories set, the one that I'm wearing right now, even the one that I'm wearing right now is from Acessories Nepal. And also all the accessories that our models are flaunting so beautifully are from Acessories Nepal. Thank you so much NX Studio for always believing in us. We support and definitely seek for the same in the coming future. Thank you so much. Now we move on to our next supporter. And they are the one without whom definitely this event would definitely not have been possible. Let us all welcome beautiful Shraddha from Next Generation Fashion, our wardrobe partner for Sonya's Runway. The one that I'm wearing everything from our sponsors, the earring from NX Studio, this beautiful dress from Next Generation Store. So please come up on the stage. Here we have this gorgeous lady from NGF, Next Generation Fashion. Thank you so much for believing in us and supporting us, Ms. Shraddha. Thank you so much. Now we move on to our hair styling partner. We like to welcome Mr. Santosh Guru from A7 Hair and Beauty Studio, the one who's been doing all the hair for all our beautiful models and even for me. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Santosh Guru from A7 Hair and Beauty Studio. Where is Santosh Guru? Santosh, we are waiting for you here and on the stage to acknowledge your presence and your support for Sonya's Runway. He's from A7 Hair and Beauty Studio. Okay, so we move ahead. We'd like to acknowledge our makeup partner, Lashes Makeup. Can we have representative from Lashes Makeup up on the stage, please? So all our beautiful makeup have been done by Lashes Makeup. Can we have representative up on the stage? Maybe अब सबैजनाको हेयर र मेकअप गर्दा गर्दा थाक्नु पनि भयो होला एकछिन उहाँहरूलाई आफू पनि फ्रेस भएर आउनु दिउँ. लेट्स मुभ अहेड. सो नाउ भर्खर मात्र मैले यहाँ थाहा पाएँ सन्तोष गुरुङ उहाँले आफ्नो हेयर स्टाइलिङ भ्याएर हि इज अल रेडी टु कम अप अन द स्टेज. सो लेडिज एन्ड जेन्टलमेन एकचोटि प्लिज सबैजनाले ताली बजाइदिनुहोस् न. ताली नबजाइ आउनु हुँदैन क्या हाम्रो सन्तोष गुरुङ. So here we have our Santosh Guru, our hair stylist for the event. Thank you so much Santosh Guru for all the beautiful hair styling. We'd like to acknowledge you. He's from A7 Hair and Beauty Studio. Rivasila कस्तो लागिरहेछ hair styles आज सबै हाम्रो models को.
उहाँको अहिले अलिकति अप्ठ्यारो लाग्यो मेरो हेयर स्टाइल मिलेर. So I would like to meet you tomorrow, है? Sure.
Rivas is a very loyal. एकदम कहिले झुट बोल्दैन के उसले अब डेफिनेटली जेन्युइन आन्सर दिन खोजिरहेछ तर मिलिरहेछ न अहिले यहाँ. एकछिन बस गयो रिवाज.
अनि अघिको हाम्रो स्क्रिन्सले म नर्भस भयो.
Okay, so moving ahead, we'd like to welcome and acknowledge our choreographer for the event who has been working really hard for your next present Sonya's runway, Mr. Vivek Kharka and Mr. Rohan Shrestha. Let's all have a huge round of applause for our choreographer for the runway, Mr. Vivek Kharka and Roshan Shrestha. Rohan Shrestha and Vivek Kharka. Thank you so much for training our models so well. Congratulations for making this event a beautiful one. Can we have our next choreographer for the event, Rohan Shrestha?
So now I would like to call again Rohan and Sumanji on the stage to distribute the token of love. So now I would like to call Suman Khakazi on the stage.
So here we have our next designer for Sonya's runway, Mr. Suman Kharka. Wahako creation हामी यसले फ्लन्ट गर्छौँ. So thank you so much for being with us. So now we move on to acknowledging and providing token of love to our next fashion diva. So she is a fashionista. उहाँले चाहिँ जुन ड्रेसहरू unused भएको हुन्छ त्यो unused ड्रेसलाई चाहिँ नयाँ फर्म दिनुहुन्छ. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome the fashion diva Miss Renu Shrestha up on the stage. Miss Renu Shrestha, she is a fashion diva, and our choreographer Mr. Vivek Kharka and Mr. Rohan Shrestha, they are providing token of love to Miss Renu Shrestha. Everyone, they are taking time maybe. Okay, so here we have this beautiful lady, Renu Shrestha, the fashion diva with us up on the stage. Thank you so much. We'll be definitely flaunching the beautiful creations of Renu Shrestha shortly. Thank you so much, Renu. We move on to our beautiful designer, Yasha Shrestha. Put your hands together and welcome Yasha Shrestha. So we will definitely be flaunching Yasha Shrestha in our next sequence, upcoming sequence. But for now, let us all acknowledge her and provide the token of love from our choreographer, Mr. Vivek Kharka and Rohan Shrestha. There we have this beautiful lady up on the stage. Thank you so much, Yasha. You look gorgeous tonight. Moving on, we'd like to welcome Mr. Krishna Pokhrel from ARK Media Creating for his creative design for NX Presents Sonya's runway. Can we have Mr. Krishna Pokhrel up on the stage, please? Mr. Krishna Pokhrel from ARK Media Creating for his creative designs. So now we'd like to acknowledge our media partner, Mero Fashion and Lifestyle, and I'd like to call upon stage our representative from Mero FNL, Mr. Happy. Okay, there he is, making everyone happy and calling himself as a happy person. Mr. Happy, thank you so much for covering us really well. Also, thank you to our camera person, Mr. Sanjay and Mr. Keshav for taking all the videos beautifully. Now we'd like to welcome our media partner from Capture, Mr. Ravi Shrestha. Mr. Ravi Shrestha, our media partner from Capture. As he's been capturing all the moments of Sonya's runway from the very first day, Mr. Ravi Shrestha from Capture. Okay, we'd like to call one more time Mr. Ravi Shrestha, our media partner for Capture. There he is, Mr. Ravi Shrestha. Thank you so much for capturing us really well. Capture. Now we move ahead and we'd like to welcome our supporting partner from Nepal Music, Mr. Biman. Can we have you on the stage, please? Mr. Biman from Nepal Music for our supporting partner at ANX Presents Sonya's Runway. Moving forward, we'd like to welcome our representative from our television partner, Avenues Television. Our representative from Avenues Television. And last but not the least, we'll definitely like to acknowledge our representative from supporting partner, Caliber Shoes. Thank you so much to our choreographers. Thank you so much for the support.
I would like to call representative from Kingfisher.
So I think it's almost done. अब जुन आउनु भएन उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ हामी would like to acknowledge at the very last moment. हामी लास्टमा फेरि acknowledge गर्नेछौँ. But before that we have our photographer, Mr. Sushan, our photographer. Please come up on the stage to receive token of love from ANX presents Sonya's runway. This which you will directly jump on to our next sequence. So as a co-you event, this is just not about a runway. It is about creating a better space, a better platform for models, and definitely turning out the upside down for the fashion industry. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much, Mr. Bobby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Okay, so let's move on to our next sequence directly. Your sequence is Yasha Shrestako. It's a designer sequence, and the models are
Julia Morrison, Mayuna Limbu, Ravina Correa. Those are ready हुनुहुन्छ. Are you guys enjoying? हजुरहरू सबै खानामा व्यस्त हुनुहुन्छ होला सो हजुरहरूको कान त व्यस्त छैन होला सो I would like to do something. So make some noise. Oh, thank you so much. हजुरहरूले अघि ताली बजाउनु भएन अहिले बजाउनु भयो भनेपछि ताली बजाउनले के ट्यालेन्टै देखाउनु पर्यो हो भने म देखाउँछु फेरि
क्या बताइए वेट बैठे
हजुर हाम्रो यो भित्र एकछिन कनेक्सन प्रब्लम भयो जस्तो अगर बिट बज्दै थियो के बज्यो क्या बज्यो मेरो सोचेको बहुत कमेन्टसँग म हजुरहरूले यहाँ सबैजनाले बोर लागेर हो कि हजुरहरू अमेज हुनुहुन्छ एकदम के भइरहेछ एकचोटि केही आवाज निकाल्नुहोस् मेक सम नोइज हजुरहरू एकचोटि ताली बजाउनुहोस् सबैजना Can you guys do that for me please? Wow, thank you so much. हजुरहरू जतिले ताली बजाउनुभयो सबैजना एकदम ह्यान्डसम देख्नु भइरहेछ ल हाम्रो दाइ हेर्नुहोस् चप 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 एकदम त्यो माया त्यो सपोर्ट वाउ हाम्रो दाइको लागि ताली बजाइदिनुहोस् प्लिज कम अन एकछिन म पानी पिउँछु किनभने म पनि ह्युमन बिङ हो र मैले यो हाम्रो एउटा केही इन्स्ट्रुमेन्ट बजा होइन भनेको एउटा प्रुभ हो
Welcome to the Sonya's runway.
Thank you so much, guys. Make some noise.
Well, thank you so much, viewers. एकदम राम्रो बिटबक्स गर्दै रहेछ। म त्यहाँ बसेर गेटिङ कन्फ्युज म्युजिक प्ले भइरहेछ कि तिमी आफै गरिरहेको छौ भनेर। अघि प्ले गर्दैन म्युजिक तिमीले आफै गरिरहेको थियौ है? Okay, so that means we have to agree that you are talented, right? Okay, so we agree that you are a very, very talented guy. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now we move on to our next sequence, the third sequence, and our models are...
Our models are Mira Thapa Mogar, Monica Shrestha, Magina Guri, right? And Pooja Kharka and Rosni.
So ladies and gentlemen, they will be wearing a beautiful dress from our designer Yasha Shrestha. So here we present to you our models from the third sequence, and ANX presents Sonya's Runway. So the sequence 4 is all dedicated and worn by our refashionista Renu Shrestha. As I have already mentioned to you guys, सबैजनालाई मैले अघि इन्फर्म गरिसकेको थिएँ that रेनु श्रेष्ठले जुन पनि ड्रेसेसहरू हाम्रो घरमा अनयुज भएर बसिरहनुहुन्छ त्यो ड्रेसेसहरूलाई रिफ्यासन कसरी गर्न सकिन्छ भनेर उहाँले आफ्नो युट्युब च्यानल र इन्स्टा तर्फबाट सबैलाई बुझाउनुहुन्छ. So ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we'd like to welcome on stage our designer, Miss Renu Shrestha on the stage. Okay, so we have Miss Renu Shrestha on the stage. Okay, so यो आइडिया रिभर्समा जस्तो लाग्यो लाइक घरमा जुन पनि हाम्रो अनयुज ड्रेसहरू हुन्छ त्यो ड्रेसलाई चाहिँ रिफर्म गरेर अब लाइक फर इक्जाम्पल लाइक यो तिम्रो घरमा अनयुज टी सर्ट छ इफ यु गिभ द्याट टी सर्ट टु रेनुले त्यही भएर एकदम सेन्सेसनल ड्रेस बनाउँछ. सो हाउ डु लाइक द आइडिया अफ रिफ्यासन?
त्यो त धेरै राम्रो हुन्छ ढुक्क भइरहेको इन्टरनेट त्यस्तो.
सो द्याट मिन्स अब रेनुलाई ल्याएर दिनुहुन्छ. सो अबको सिक्वेन्समा चाहिँ मोडल्सहरूले जति पनि ड्रेसेस लगाएर हिँड्नुहुन्छ all the dresses are not made up of any expensive fabrics or anything as such. त्यो चाहिँ सबै घरमा जुन अनयुज ड्रेसेसहरू थियो उहाँको ब्रदरको उहाँको फादरको जुन अनयुज सर्ट्सहरू युज भएको थिएन घरमा त्यही ड्रेसबाट फर्म भएर चाहिँ मोडल्स आर वर्किङ इन द्याट ब्युटिफुल ड्रेस. So I guess everyone is ready to witness for the dress. Shall we begin? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our sequence 4 and here we present to you models Lisa Nagarkoti, Merina Limbu, Ravina Kharbuja, Anjali Thapa and
Krishna Basnet, Monica Shrestha, Ravina Kharbuja.
Screen you all can figure out. This dresser is made up of the unused small size red shirt and I didn't know it looked this sexy but it's definitely cute. So the next shirt as you can see is made up of two small and one big size shirt which is also creation of Miss Renu Shrestha. So this beautiful one piece is made up of the shirt that you can see up on the screen. So not any expensive fabrics are used in this beautiful dress. It's made up from a large size shirt which was not used in this house. So we are really proud that fashion divas like this are emerging in fashion industry of Nepal. So again, this beautiful dress is made from these unused shirts that Ms. Renu Shrestha is flaunting up on the screen. And this all miracle happens at ANX Studio Sonya's Runways. This beautiful dress is made from two beautiful stars as you can see at the screen above. We want to find out how the Renu Shrestha made this beautiful dress from a little fish off. And this beautiful cocktail dress is also made from a green shirt which was remained unused at the Renu Shrestha house. So all the dresses for Renu Shrestha have been made from the unused men's shirt which is small and large in size. We are very grateful and thankful to Renu for this amazing creation out of unused trash. And ladies and gentlemen, here now we present to you refashionista Miss Renu Shrestha herself wearing a beautiful bodycon dress which is made from this pant you can see in the screen. So here we present to you Miss Renu Shrestha. Thank you so much, Renu. We hope to have same amount of love and your dedication for the fashion industry because definitely fashion industry demands people like you. Thank you so much. So before moving on, we definitely figured out what possible things have been made from the unused trash into many new homes. So now, without any further delay, we move on to our next sequence 5, which is a Denmark designer sequence, and the models are Divya Maharjan, Ashma Magar, Bhavana Banjara, Shriya Rajak, Samprada Lamichane, Palpa Shastrasta, Roshni Magar, and Eva Shrestha. So ladies and gentlemen, here we present to you our models for sequence 5 from Denmark designer sequence.
एकदमै बोर हुन्छ तर अहिले अलिकति रमाइलो होला सो अलिकति साउन्ड गरौँ अलिकति साउन्ड So it was our designer Suman Khakaji. So सबैजना जोरदार ताली बजाइदिनु होला हाम्रो सुमनजीको लागि. He was our designer. So I have a harmonica beatbox. है सबैजनाको लागि नयाँ हुन सक्छ. So I will do हजुरहरुको लागि. अलिकति अघि डीजे म्युजिक बजिरहेको थियो र अहिले अचानक अलिकति ट्र्याक नै चेन्ज भयो जस्तो होला सो सबैजनाले एकचोटि ताली बजाइदिनुहोस् जल्दीबाट मलाई अलिक जोस आओस् प्लिज कम अन यता साइडबाट ताली बजाइदिनुहोस् वाउ थ्याङ्क यू दाइ आई लभ यू दाइ हजुरहरु है यहाँबाट ताली बजाउनुहोस् कम अन वाउ थ्याङ्क यू सो मच हामीसँग पानी छ पानी 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 Party, hold on, party. Party is ready. छोटो राम्रो चिज छोटो भए राम्रो लाग्छ किनभने डेढ घन्टा समय यतिकै हानेको नै हुँदैन सो हजुरहरूलाई राम्रो लागेन भने सरी अलिकति माइक्रोफोनको प्रब्लम हुनसक्छ या हार्मोनिकाको त्यो मेरो प्रब्लम चाहिँ होइन गाइज हजुरहरूलाई एकदम बोर लागिरहेको के हो कि हजुर यस्तो बिजी हुनुहुन्छ यस्तो रमाइलो छ कि हजुरहरू व्यस्त हुनुहुन्छ रमाइलोमा हो हजुरहरूको लागि मैले यहाँ एउटा स्पेशल गेस्ट ल्याएको छु हजुरहरू सबैजना एकचोटि तलबाट आउनुहोस् सबैजना जोरदार ताली बजाइदिनुहोस् हाम्रो राजसमाजको लागि आउनुहोस् दाइ वाट्सएप दाइ हजुर के अस्ति फोन नगर्दा आउनुहोस् न यहाँ बस्नुहोस् हजुर दाइ आज हाम्रो सोनियाज रनवेको बारे हजुरले केही सानो छोटो मिठो केही भनिदिनुहोस् न लिनुहोस् त दाइ Wow, Raju, तपाईलाई मैले सलाम हो कि फलाम हो त्यो सोधेको थिएन कि सोनियाज रनवे हजुरलाई कस्तो लाग्यो एकदमै राम्रो छ सबैजना राम्रो छ हामी त एकदमै वाउ हियर इज मेरो पनि कमाल राम्रो छ हजुर दाइ भयो तपाईको यो सुन्नुभन्दा बरु म अरू गेस्टलाई पनि बोलाउँछु सो हाम्रो नानापाने ज्यूको लागि एकचोटि फेरि जोरदार ताली दिनुहोस् आउनुहोस् न दाइ आउनुहोस् हो दाइ के छ हजुर आज चाहिँ हिन्दीमा होइन नेपालीमा बोलौँ है दाइ आउनुहोस् हजुर ले स्मार्ट अरे उधर बच्चा बोला था उधर बच्चा चुप रहने की अच्छा है मुझे भी एक गिलास पिए मुझे भी एक गिलास वाइन दीजिए चुप रहने की अच्छा है अच्छा के लिए जो भी हो सकता है लड़की नहीं वाह कितना अच्छा लड़की है जो भी है लेकिन खूबसूरत है तपाईँले यहाँ के डिस्कस गर्नु बोला है म सोच्दैछु यहाँ हाम्रो सोनियाज रनवेमा तपाईँलाई कस्तो लाग्यो हाउ यु फिल लाइक How you feel?
अरे मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा सभी लगा अच्छा लगा
मुख छाडेर कि तपाईँ रिस उठिरहेको कि होइन राम्रो कुरा त मनबाट भन्नु पर्यो बरु हाम्रो हजुर तपाईँ साइडमा जानुहोस् र यसो मलाई पनि तपाईँ उता ड्रिङ्क्स गर्नुहोस् न सो हजुरहरूलाई म आई वुड लाइक टु कल सनी देवलजी आउनुहोस् कम अन आउनुहोस् सनी देवलजी मेरो एकदम जिमी हुनुहुन्छ अलि यहाँ बस्नुहोस् हजुर दाइ हजुरहरूलाई हाम्रो सोनिया रनवे र हाम्रो दाइको त्यो हल्लाउने पाहाड त्यो ह्यान्ड कस्तो लाग्यो
ओए क्या बात है आगे ये देख मुन्ना तेरे लिए क्या लाया हूँ ओए 2.5 किलो का आगे इससे बढ़ जाएगा खूब ज़्यादा है
तपाईँको 2.5 किलो भात 2 किलो भात 1 पाउ 2 पाउ त्यो हामी वेटको कुरा छैन सोनिया रनवे हजुरहरूलाई पनि राम्रो लागिरहला होइन वा दाइको एक्सप्रेसन हो हजुर पनि मोडल भन्नुहोस् फ्युचरमा हजुर मोडलै हुनुहुन्छ होला मलाई सरी थाहा भएन तर वा एकदम ह्यान्डसम हुनुहुन्छ हाम्रो दाइ उतातिर सबैजना सो सनी देवजी हजुरलाई कस्तो लाग्यो हाम्रो इभेन्ट आज सबै त्यो हाम्रो सिक्वेन्सहरू हाउ यु फिल लाइक
ओए क्या बात है सबैजना रक्सी खाएर भेजी छ म भने मेरो भोलिको फोन आउँछ
हजुरलाई सोनिया रनवे कस्तो भयो सबैजना किन आज आउट अफ टपिक हुनुहुन्छ म रासु मान्छेलाई बोल्छु आउनुहोस् न दाइ तपाईँ किन साइन गरेको आउनुहोस् माथि आउनुहोस्
मैले भन्यो सबैजनाले दुश्मनको लागि अचम्म दुश्मनको लागि साथीको लागि फलाएको
सबै ठिक छ सो सबै रमाइलो भइरहेको छ सो रासुमाथि मैले अझ बिट बक्स पनि हाल्छ सो तपाईँ बिट बक्स सुन्नुहुन्छ दाइ
सुन्थ्यो
हुन्छ दाइ हेर्नुहोस् बिट बक्स भनेको चाहिँ हाम्रो कस्तो हुन्छ भने हजुर सबैजना सुनिदिनु भइरहेछ सो मेक सम नोइज हजुरहरू आफ्नै लागि आफ्नै लागि हजुरहरू कम अन मेरो लागि नबजाउनुहोस् तपाईँहरूको होइन तर आफ्नो लागि बजाउनुहोस् सबैजनाले कम अन वाउ कस्तो दामी ताली मेरो कान कमजोर जस्तो लाग्यो यस्तै हुन्छ सो हामीसँग अब अर्को सिक्वेन्स पनि छ सो सिक्वेन्स रेडी हुनुभन्दा अगाडि आई वुड लाइक टु कल माई पार्टनर्स टु co-host
Thank you so much, Riva. So that was really interesting. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, we are at the very last sequence of today's Sonya's runway. Once again, we would like to thank our partners. ANF presents Sonya's runway powered by Escobar, sponsored by Kingfisher and presented by Acessories Nepal X. Our wonder partner, NGF. Next Generation Fashion. Your styling partner is Signature and Beauty Studio. Makeup partner, Lashes Makeup. Creative design partner, ARK Media Creating. Media partner, Mero FNL Television. Media partner, Capture. Supporting partner, Nepal Music and Kafle Shoes. And our TV partner, Avenues Television. I'd like to request everyone, those when you bar to choose please because our next sequence is revolving around the bar. One more time. So ladies and gentlemen, the sensational name in the fashion industry, diving right from the international platform to regain and transform Nepali fashion industry. She has given her creation to Nepal's largest fashion newspaper, TGIF. She has given her tips and a trend Miss Nepal on how to style an international pageant. She has done numerous styling projects for renowned celebrities, not just in Nepal but around the globe. So here, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome fashion guru Sonya Guru along with all our beautiful models for the very last time at ANX presents Sonya's Runway. Our fashion guru, Miss Sonya Guru. Sonya Guru, let us all hear what you have to tell about the successful ANX presents Sonya's Runway.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so nervous, actually. And oh my god, so many people came, my friends, my brothers, and Prasanji and Dada. That's why I invited you, Prasanji, thank you so much. It's an honor to have you here. And Asim Dada, Escobar Lounge and Bar, thank you so much. And ANX, everybody, just thank you so much. I want to say a little bit about Sonya's Runway. When I came to Nepal, I worked with the newspaper, I worked with our media, and मेरो काम चाहिँ अगाडि आयो. I never found my name. So like धेरै public figureहरु पनि हुनुहुन्छ हैन. People don't realize how much we work hard behind the scene, but they don't know. So this Sonya's Runway is dedicated to those people who works behind the scene to make you a public figure and to show you all how talented you are. So please, आजदेखि चाहिँ म्यागजिनमा एउटा राम्रो मोडलको फोटो देख्दाखेरि कसले काम गरेको, कसले स्टाइलिङ गरेको, कसले मेकअप गरेको पनि चेक गरिदिनु होला. I'm sure आजको डेटदेखि तपाईले Sonya's Runway behind the scene हुने मान्छे आज फ्रन्टमा आउँछ हजुरको अगाडि. So from now on, I'm sure you will do that. You will, eh? Thank you everybody, and I love you all. Please, thank you so much. Enjoy after party with DJ Nero and DJ Face. I love you all. Thank you so much.
We would like to thank each and every partners for being so supportive throughout our event, our venue partner, our wardrobe partner, makeup partner,